One of the most brilliant minds of our generation died, and a bunch of religious fundamentalists took this opportunity to shit on him for being an atheist. So, very classy. Texas State Representative Briscoe Cain said this: Stephen Hawking now knows the truth about how the universe was actually made. My condolences to his family. I like how he had to add the thing at the end, like, no, my condolences. I mean, the guy was great and everything, but now he knows. Now he knows. And I don't know if he's saying, oh, he's in heaven or he's in hell, but he's saying something along those lines. And now he met God. He knows. Look at how and the funny thing is, these are the types of people who think Stephen Hawking was arrogant for his position. Meanwhile, I've never seen a more arrogant statement than what he just said. Now he knows the idea. Right, because you know what happens when you die. Bitch, you're alive. How the fuck do you know what happens when you die? You don't know what happens when you die. Nobody knows what happens when you die. So why are you, like, you're the arrogant one as you say he's really arrogant. It's so sad. So when the media approached this guy about it, he doubled down and he said this, quote, I am sympathetic for his family's loss. Losing a loved one is difficult for everyone. My prayers are with him. While many see him as one of the greatest public intellectuals of the last century, and no one disputes that he was brilliant, the fact remains that God exists. The fact remains that God exists. It's a fact, guys. My tweet was to show the gravity of the gospel and what happens when we die, namely that we all will one day meet the creator of the universe face to face. Okay, stop saying shit that you have no idea if it's true or not. The fucking arrogance and the certitude that this dipshit in Texas knows what happens when he dies. You have no fucking idea. And we all know that you have no idea. So shut the fuck up with your fake certainty. I can't stand these people. I hate people. It's one thing to be wrong. It's another thing to be arrogantly wrong. And like, assume that you know you're so right as you're so wrong. Like, if somebody was humble about it and say, listen, man, I don't know, but I think when I die, there's an afterlife. Okay, I don't agree with that person, but I can respect them because they're a human being and they're presenting it with an understandable level of questioning. But this guy's like, now Stephen Hawking knows that when he dies because I know. You don't fucking know. Briscoe dipshit, whatever the fuck your name is. Briscoe. So I'll give you a few more here of fundamentalists running wild, but the Friendly Atheist put together an endless list for this. You can check the article in the video description box if you want to see it in more detail. Adam Baldwin, the dumb Baldwin, said, rest in peace, Stephen Hawking. May he now have answered the question of why it is that we in the universe exist. May he now know the mind of God. Carmine Sabia said, trust and believe Stephen Hawking is no longer an atheist. May God forgive him. Rest in peace, Stephen Hawking. And then the geniuses over at the Westboro Baptist Church said the following. Good news. Stephen Hawking is no longer an atheist. Good news. One of the most brilliant minds of our generation died. Thanks, guys. Bad news. It's too late for him to repent of his blasphemy against his creator and seek God's mercy. Woe unto worldly wise men who forsake God. Don't follow Hawking to hell. That is the next level, stupid. Woe unto worldly wise men who forsake God. So in other words, that it's bad. If you care about empirical knowledge, if you care about rationality and reason and logic and science, that's not good, because that's worldly wise men, and that's arrogance. And what you need to do is you're forsaking God if you learn a lot about how this world works and you educate people on how this world works. So it's better to just be fucking ignorant all the time and worship God in a fundamentalist fashion. Well, then we don't have fucking vaccines that save people's lives. We don't have any modern medicine. We don't have... We're stuck in the dark ages when it comes to information about the world. But that's what these guys want. They're fine with that. As long as we worship God. Are you kidding me? So these guys would rather go back to the days of the fucking crusade. They'd rather go back to the days of the Black Plague, wiping out fucking half of Europe. Because, hey, forget about the worldly wise information. Don't worry about antibiotics and vaccines and actually helping people on this earth. You care about God. Woe unto worldly wise men who forsake God. Fuck off, man. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. No pun intended. And listen, this is not, we're picking on the Christians here. It's not just the Christians. Friendly Atheist has countless examples of Muslims in there as well, saying he knows Allah now. You know how warped someone's mind is by religion when, honestly, one of the most brilliant minds, if not the most brilliant mind of our generation, dies, and all they have is to revert back to their shitty, rigid, strict, uncompromising, metaphysical bullshit beliefs. Listen, you want to believe that stuff and live your life? By all means, go right ahead. But the idea that they cast judgment on some of the most brilliant people that ever existed, and they put them down almost because he was brilliant in a secular way, in an empirical way. Nothing shows the weakness of their ideology more. And what's so ironic is they think the opposite is true. They think by shitting on Stephen Hawking and acting like, now he knows God, they think it's like, man, I'm making a great case here for my beliefs, aren't I? No, you're making a terrible case for your beliefs, because now everybody looks at your shitty fundamentalism and they go, I don't want to be anywhere near those people, and I certainly don't want to believe what they believe, because look at how callous they are.